In this story, we are shown that due to the spread of a poisonous virus, all humans around the world have turned into zombies. But this is not a common zombie. It is so fast that it can catch an airplane while running. Some are so clever that they can think away from humans, and some zombies can find their target with the strength to smell from several kilometers away. But in the world surrounded by this danger, now only 2 humans are left alive. Will both of them be able to survive or not? In today's video, at the beginning of the story, we see a boy who is sitting in his room and watching cartoons on TV. But then suddenly, the TV signal goes out, and an emergency report starts appearing on the screen. This news snatches the boy's smile. It is said on TV that a very poisonous virus has spread around the world, turning infected people into terrible zombies within a few minutes. This virus spreads very fast, and the whole world is vulnerable to it. It is said on TV that whoever is listening to this news should quickly find a safe place for themselves. The boy is seeing all this when suddenly there is a strange sound from the room upstairs. Hearing that voice, he is momentarily stuck. When the boy slowly goes up, he discovers that it was a joke played by his elder sister. After that, both children go towards their mother's room and see that their mother is very upset. She calls her husband and tells him about the situation. Her husband, who is a pilot, tells his children and wife that this virus is spreading rapidly everywhere, so they should not wait for him at home and should quickly leave this city. He tells his children not to worry. Nothing will happen to you. Your mother will take you to a safe place. He shows the lucky bracelet worn on his hand to his children, which was made by his daughter Abigail. Abigail becomes very happy to see this. On the other hand, his mother is collecting goods quickly. Then they start hearing voices shouting from outside, so she quickly comes out of the house with her 2 children. As she is sitting in the car, suddenly a zombie attacks the mother of those children. In fear, Abigail quickly hides under the car and sees her younger brother and mother dying in front of her eyes. That zombie is unable to see the little girl and leaves from there. This little girl is trembling with fear when she sees that her mother has also become a zombie. The girl's mother starts moving towards her after seeing her daughter, but before she could kill her daughter, an uncle comes like an angel and kills Abigail's mother and saves Abigail. After that, this is Abigail. After a while, she sees that Abigail's younger brother is also turning into a zombie. So Abigail. After a zombie, the man tells the girl to close her ears and also shoots her younger brother who has become a zombie. Now after this, the scene after 10 years is shown, and we see that human civilization has been completely ruined due to the zombie virus. The cities which had once shone with light are now dark. By now, all the humans are either dead or wandering here and there, and only 2 people are left alive. The little girl, Abigail, who was saved by an uncle, has now grown up. Since that day, Abigail grew up under Uncle Jack's care, and Jack has trained her to fight zombies. If Jack had not come into her life that day, Abigail would have been dead by now. So Abigail considers Jack her father. After being alone in the forest for so many years, Abigail is feeling very lonely. Her biggest wish is that she finds a human settlement where she can live together with people. But Jack does not like to live among other people at all. At night, when they were sleeping in the forest, someone's voice woke Jack up. He slowly gets out of his camp, and then a zombie attacks Jack, but Jack continuously kills it by firing bullets, and Abigail also reaches there. Both of them had become so experienced by hunting the zombies in the forest for the last 10 years that they understood that the zombies live together by making herds. He realizes that there will be more zombies around. Therefore, he starts preparing to get out of here early and sit on a horse. Then their horses start acting hurt on the way. Jack understands that danger is near. When both of them look around, a jeep appears, and they see a normal person protecting himself from a zombie. Now, since humans were very rare, Jack wanted to go and save the man from the zombie. Jack also wanted to take a test to target the zombie. That is why he tells Abigail that she will save this man to know whether she is completely trained or not. Jack tells her to target the zombie with patience and then shoot it. But Abigail shoots in a hurry, due to which the bullet hits the zombie as well as that man. Seeing this, Jack is very angry at Abigail, after which both of them go to the human being. He sees that this man can no longer escape. So Jack kills him so that if he has been bitten by a zombie, he does not come back to life and does not become a threat to them. After that, both of them start taking all the needed supplies from the car of that dead man. Jack takes the shoes of the dead man, and as soon as he wears those shoes, the dead man's other companions also come there, and many armed people people surround them. When a man sees the dead man's shoes on Jack's feet, he begins to suspect that he has killed his partner to rob the goods. When these people start killing these two, a pregnant lady gets out of the car and asks her comrades to leave both of them. Then Jack warns them again, and the next moment loud sounds start coming from the forest. Many zombies start moving from all sides like a storm. Those people come at such a high speed that they do not get a chance to run away. Therefore, they take out weapons and fight there. Everyone had weapons here, but the number of zombies was very high, so the zombies bite many people of the group one by one. The remaining people have no place to hide, and soon very few people survive. A strong man unfortunately falls prey to a zombie bite, so he wants to shoot himself, but his gun is out of bullets. Now he had come to know that he would not be able to fight them. Therefore, he takes the pregnant lady and her husband to the car. The pregnant lady's husband is also sitting in the car, and Jack starts the car and leaves quickly. There were now only 4 people left in the entire group. Everyone else had fallen victim to the zombies. A black-faced zombie gets very angry seeing his comrades dead. On the other hand, these 4 are traveling in a car after escaping the zombies. On the way, Jack asks the lady sitting behind, "Who are you and what were you doing here?" On asking, it is found that these remaining people wanted to go to a place called Shiptown, where safe humans live. There are all the needed facilities there, and they all wanted to go there and live a normal life. Abigail is very happy to hear this, because this is the place where she always wanted to go. Jack said that there is no such colony. "I have been wandering here for the last 10 years. I did not see any such colony." Then suddenly their car breaks down in the middle of the way. During this time, the pregnant lady's husband, named David, comes out. He tells them that he is a mechanic and can fix it. But due to a lack of tools, the car is not fixed. That is why these people leave the car here and start walking on foot. After traveling several kilometers, they reach a deserted society. Tall buildings are still standing here, but there is the peace of death everywhere. These people first examine this place thoroughly. When they do not feel any danger, these people decide to spend the night here in the society. At night, they burn a fire and cook food. Abigail was very desperate to go to that place called Shiptown. She starts talking to that pregnant woman about that place. The pregnant woman tells her that they have already contacted the people living in that Shiptown with a radio. It is a very beautiful place where we can live in freedom. Hearing these things, Abigail's eyes shone. On the other hand, Jack lays a trap outside so that even if the people go to sleep, the danger is immediately found. Jack comes in and removes a map and explains to everyone that he will take Megan and David some distance, and after that, both will go on different paths. But Abigail was not happy with Jack's decision. She goes to Jack and argues with him that David will not be able to reach his pregnant wife safely in that place, so they should all walk together. Jack says they should act wisely. Look, where there are more people, there is more danger. But Abigail gets angry with Jack's decision. However, both do not know that the black-faced zombie has reached there, sniffing out their car. The next morning, Abigail is sitting on the terrace and looking at her childhood photo with anger. She is holding the photo when suddenly the sound of rustling comes from the trees. She understands those are zombies. She runs down to give everyone a warning, and a zombie also follows her on the way. Abigail starts climbing the stairs above, protecting herself, and the chase causes the zombie to fall down. But in this affair, her balance deteriorates, due to which she is also about to fall down. But then Jack came on time and saved her. After a while, the black-faced zombie reaches there with his colleagues because he knows where his partner is dead, but he gets caught in the pre-laid trap, in which a lot of zombies are killed. Hearing the sound of Jack's blasting, it is understood that the zombies are down. But the zombies have reached the place where they stayed last night, and the zombies are still following them. But the good thing was that these people had left that place and overtaken the zombies. Then on the way, Abigail remembers that there is a small airport at a short distance where her father used to work. Maybe there is some airplane left there from which we can easily reach Shiptown, but Jack says that if they go to the airport, it is an open place, and if the zombies surround it, they will have no way to save their lives, and it will be difficult for them to get an airplane there too. But when Abigail repeats what she's saying, he agrees to go there, after which these people came to the airport. But there was no airplane here. Jack says, "I told you that there will be no airplane here," but when those people reach there in a small garage, they find a small airplane as soon as they open the door of the garage. These people become very happy to see this because now their path to reach Shiptown has become easier. But this airplane had not been used for many days, so the mechanic, David, says that it needs to be fixed. It won't take much. much. I will fix it within 10 to 15 minutes. Jack and Abigail start finding some useful things in the airport by the time David repairs the airplane. Then David sees with binoculars that a lot of zombies are coming from far away, which will soon reach the airplane. He comes running and warns both of them that they have to start the airplane quickly. Otherwise, the zombies will reach here and kill them. Abigail quickly sits in the pilot's seat. Her father was a pilot, so she had learned a lot about controlling the airplane from him. Jack tries to stop the zombies by shooting them. Abigail starts the airplane. By that time, it was too late. Many zombies reached the runway. Their speed was very fast, and one of them even reached the door of the airplane. But Jack shoots him and saves the airplane. Abigail manages to control the airplane. In this way, these people take off. All the people sitting in the airplane are very happy, as they will soon reach Shiptown. But this happiness was short-lived. As soon as these people went a little further, smoke started coming out of the engine because this airplane had not been able to travel in the air for the last 10 years. That is why its engine blew out, and the plane started going downwards rapidly. Jack, taking careful action, crash lands the airplane in a tree, which causes a lot of injuries to him, but his life is saved. The plane was no longer worth using, so now they will have to travel on foot again. After walking far away, those people reach a deserted railway station. That night, these people check the area for danger. When they do not see any zombie, they decide to spend the night here. Those people see their location on the map, which shows them that now they are just 2 days away from Shiptown. Here, the pregnant lady Megan comes to Jack and thanks him. She tells Jack that if he had not been there, they would never have reached here. Hearing this, Jack also started to sympathize with Megan. He tells her his story. When this zombie virus started 10 years ago, he had to kill his wife first because she was coming to bite him. That is why, since then until today, the person inside him has died somewhere. Now in this world, he has only Abigail, whom he will keep alive at every cost. He also tells Megan that his intention has now changed. I will now first take you to Shiptown, whatever the cost. Megan was very happy to hear this. On the other hand, we see that Megan's husband, David, tries to kill himself by placing a gun on his head. Actually, he had been bitten by a zombie, but David was not yet fully turned into a zombie because the wound was very small. That is why the pace of him becoming a zombie is quite slow. Now he decided that he would take his wife, Megan, to Shiptown and keep himself away from her. The next morning, these four continued their journey again. Then on the way, Jack finds David's actions somewhat strange. Jack understood that he is infected. That is why he holds him and takes him to an empty space, where his wife and Abigail are not visible. He looks closely at David and sees a cut mark from a zombie. Jack confirmed that David is going to become a zombie soon. Jack tells him, "Tell me, would you like to die by your own hand, or will I kill you?" David says, "I will not harm anyone, and even if such a situation comes, I will kill myself." Jack leaves David. Later, it is night, and they see a house ahead. Jack starts moving forward with his gun. Then suddenly a sharp light shines, and they are told through a speaker to keep their weapons down, or else they will be riddled with bullets. Now they come to know that there are humans inside. Abigail moves forward and says that their purpose of coming here is not to harm anyone at all. We just need help. Then the owner of that house comes out. He says that they will be allowed to have food and spend the night here, but on one condition. You all have to leave your guns outside. When these people leave their weapons out, the man takes them inside the house. This man welcomes everyone inside the house and says that he is a scientist. I live alone here. If I wanted, I could have gone from here, but in such places it is easy for me to do research. Here he gives them very good food, which they were surprised to see as they had not eaten such food for a long time. Those people immediately begin to eat. After eating food, that scientist also brings drinks for these people. Everyone was very happy because after so many days, everyone got a chance to sit comfortably and talk. But listening to the scientist's words, they find something strange. The scientist says that seeing the virus that has spread is a very bad thing, but on the other hand, it has also upgraded humans, as weak humans will be over, and the one who is powerful will remain alive as a zombie. He says that zombies live only to eat and not for progress. Therefore, zombies should rule the world. Hearing this, all four of them feel very strange. Then David finds his health worsening, and he goes to the bathroom. Going to the bathroom, he sees in the mirror that the virus has spread completely in his body. When David comes back to the hall, he sees that Jack and the rest are lying unconscious. In fact, the scientist had added unconsciousness medicine to the alcohol. Seeing this, David starts attacking the scientist. And then the scientist presses the button of a device he is holding in his hand. David suddenly feels very weak and falls on the ground. The scientist says that he has made this device after years of hard work so that he can go to any corner of the world. And with the help of this device, zombies cannot spoil anything for me. The scientist had created a device that he could use to control the zombies. That is, now he will become the king of the whole world and make everyone dance at his behest. After that, David faints, and when David regains consciousness, he sees that he and his companions have been tied up. The scientist is now going to experiment on them. After doing all this, the scientist says, "Would you like to meet my wife?" After that, we look at the scientist's wife, who was a zombie, and the scientist kept her locked in a cage, and he used to catch humans and feed them to her. This device was also made by the scientist by experimenting on his wife. When the scientist opens the cage door, his wife first starts attacking him, but the scientist controls her and sends her to all four of them. She attacks Jack, but he kicks her and pushes her back. But then David breaks the rope with the strength of the virus, and also rescues the rest of his companions. The owner of the house immediately escapes and runs away. After that, they all quickly come out with their luggage. Outside, they find the scientist's car, and these four sit in it and go towards the forest. But the scientist was not going to give up. He controls the zombies through his device and chases them. Jack drives the car. Jack increases the speed of the car and leaves the zombies far behind. But the road ahead was closed. Now they have no other option but to walk. After walking a little further, the zombie reawakens. The zombie chases them again. David knows that he does not have much time. He will become a zombie shortly. So he asks them to move forward and decides to stop the zombie. But his wife did not want to let him go, on which David says that you have to stay alive for our child, and I am doing all this for my upcoming child. After that, David bravely fought the zombie. For a long time he stops the zombie, and his partner goes far away from the zombie. But then a zombie comes and kills David. Jack moves forward with Megan in his lap, and finally these people reach the place where there was a settlement of humans. Abigail starts shouting to ask for help because there were a lot of zombies behind them. Two guards sitting on the tower above saw them, and now he started shooting zombies from the sniper and covered them. Soon a boat is also sent to those people. All three sit in that boat and reach inside the ship Taytown. The black-faced zombie prevents his peers from moving forward because there is a way of water, and he could not cross it. On the other hand, Megan was scheduled to be delivered and needed immediate treatment. The good thing is that the facility of the doctor and hospital here was present. The next morning, we see that this place has been connected to many big ships, and a town has been built around which there is water. Jack tells Abigail that now we should leave from here, but Abigail has decided to stay here. He is enjoying living among the people. There is a lot of quarrel between them on this matter. Then a doctor comes and says that Megan has given birth to a daughter, but due to excessive blood loss, she will probably not be able to live long. Hearing this, Jack's mind becomes depressed. He quickly goes to the hospital room. Megan is very weak, and she wants to hand over her daughter to Jack, and she wants her to be big like Abigail. Jack misses his dead wife and gets ready to keep Megan's daughter with her. Meanwhile, Abigail is enjoying herself with a handsome boy. She never thought there was a place where so many people could sit together, drink alcohol, and dance to beautiful music. Therefore, her intention to stay here becomes even stronger. After a while, Abigail sees that handsome boy secretly going to a cabin. Seeing him, she also goes inside. Reaching there, she sees that this cabin is completely filled with wires and bombs. A wireless switch is also hanging there. As soon as she touches that switch, that boy comes running and says that they have planted bombs under the ship town. If ever this place is in danger, people will run away through that way, and they will blow up this place from outside. But both of them have no idea that this day will come so soon. That scientist also reaches there in anger. He sees that these people have killed a lot of zombies, with whose help he wants to rule this world. He controls that black-faced zombie king through his control device. After getting the help of the scientist, the water under the ship town could no longer protect them. Many zombies reached those ships from under the water and suddenly attacked the people. Many of them are killed. There is a commotion among the people. Here, Jack also comes to know that the zombies have attacked. Jack starts worrying about Abigail, and he starts looking for her. He moves forward, killing the zombies, and finally he finds Abigail. On the other hand, the scientist also reaches the ship and punches Abigail, knocking her down. Seeing this, Jack gets angry and starts running towards the scientist. But then a zombie comes in between and pushes him down into the tank. The scientist also reaches there and wants to take revenge on Frank, aka Jack. He kicks Jack and knocks him down. But Jack knew that fighting with the scientist was futile. That is why he attacks the scientist and breaks the device in his hand by hitting it against the wall. Now the scientist does not have the power to control the zombies, after which the old scientist soon becomes a victim of the zombie. The good thing was that there was already an escape route in this camp. Many Many survivors reach the other side of the river through the tunnel. Now, when he is about to activate the bomb, the handsome boy does not press the button because Abigail is still on the ship. Now, Jack and Abigail start running outside, but the zombie king catches Abigail from behind. Then Jack quickly hits the zombie on the head with a stick, due to which he falls back. Suddenly, Abigail accidentally sees the bracelet tied on the hand of the zombie king. This was the same bracelet which she had made for her father with her own hands in her childhood. She understands that this zombie is her father, but a father who is now not a human, but has become a zombie. Here, Jack holds Abigail's hand and forcefully pulls her, asking her to run. Seeing both of them running, the handsome boy immediately presses the button on the wireless remote, and the entire ship town is turned into ashes. However, their fight was not over. The leader of the camp approaches, holding his neck because he was bitten by a zombie during the fight. Before the virus spreads, the black-faced zombie attacks him. The surprising thing was that the zombie king also survived the blast. Jack immediately runs and starts fighting with the zombie king, but Jack was losing strength against the zombie king. That's why Abigail picks up a gun from the ground. Even after knowing that the zombie king standing in front of her is her father, he was killing Jack, the man who raised her. So without hesitation, Abigail shoots that black-faced zombie king because if she did not shoot him, the zombie king would have killed all the people present there. After that, Jack and Abigail hug each other. And now Jack, Abigail, and the survivors look towards a deserted atoll in the sea and decide to establish a new human settlement there. With this, the story of the movie ends here. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and like the video. This will help me a lot. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.